Hi guys, it's Amy with Theme to Plan, and today I am back with another video. This time I'm going to be setting up my teacher planner for the academic year. So I'm thinking that this will be actually a couple of videos. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do everything all in one video. So what I think I'm going to do today is we'll just go until I feel like the video is just getting too long, and then we'll just stop at that point. But what I wanted to start off with was basically putting together all the different components, all the different pieces and sections that I use in my teacher planner. And so I went ahead and started off with my base. And so, one of the things that I have been doing in the past is actually trying to use a calendar year planner, like a January through December planner. And I decided that what I'm going to do is go ahead and try to stick with an academic year planner, or at least convert something that I have into an academic year planner and just stick with that planner for the entire year. So, my work planner, I'm hoping that I will be able to use the entire planner, like a 12-month planner for the entire year. It will be mostly functional. I want to be able to set it up all at one time, and be able just to use it, and use it in a way that makes sense to me. Now, in the past few months, actually pretty much all of last academic year, I've used multiple layouts, and one of the layouts that I keep coming back to is the vertical layout. And so what I have here is an outdated, you can see here, an outdated vertical layout. It's from 2017 and 2018, as you can see. So it was originally an 18-month planner. What I ended up doing was redating the first 6 months of it, the 2017 portion of it. So I redated it, and then I ended up finding someone who wanted to purchase it. And so because it was already redated for 2021, I went like July through December of 2021. I went ahead and sold it, and kept the last 12 months, the 2018 portion of it. And that's the section that I'm going to be redating and just kind of moving around and using as my planner for this next 12-month period. And so let's open it up. Again, like I sold the first 6 months of it, and the title page is gone, everything's gone. Basically, what's in here are the 12 months from January to December of 2018, and this is what I'm going to use to have as my teacher work planner. And so the first thing is it starts here in January. So the very first thing I have to do is basically move things around so that way it goes in the order that makes sense to me in terms of an academic year. So our academic year starts in August and runs until July. For me, I'm a 9-month employee, so my contract actually technically ends in May. I don't even really need June and July, but depending on like what I feel like next summer, I might pick up a summer semester course and teach a summer semester course. So I do want to at least set myself up for the next 12 months just in case I do pick up a summer semester. I'm going to rearrange these pages so that way they will be August through July. But before I do that, let me just go ahead and flip through this planner. This planner is really cute. I'll show you the dividers and then I'll show you a little bit later like what the weekly pages look like. But it's like this floral theme. You can see here, this is the cover. It's just like this really beautiful kind of light blue, robin's egg blue color with these florals. The pattern on the inside is like this doily. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of like this doily pattern. Right, so here's the January divider. Super cute. February. Time is too slow for those who wait, too swift for those who fear, too short for those who rejoice, but for those who love, time is eternity. Henry Van Dyke. That's a really nice quote. Right, so that's that quote. Right, in the March divider says, "Don't stress, do your best, forget the rest." I love like the kind of like the lettering here. What you love to do is what you were made to do. I think that's appropriate for your teacher work planner. Right, this one's really long. All right, this bright new day, complete with 24 hours of opportunities, choices, and attitudes, a perfectly matched set of 1400, I can't even read, 1,440 minutes. This unique gift, this one day, can't be replaced, exchanged, or refunded. Handle with care. Make the most of it. This is only one to a customer. Oh, that's really nice. I actually really love that. All right, the June one is just a plain one. It's a really cute pattern right here with the scallops and the polka dots. July goes back to like this floral theme, really pretty. August says, "Hymn your blessings with thankfulness so they don't unravel." September is this nice rose gold foiling, just the pattern. And then October is like these smaller florals, like kind of these looking florals right here. Super cute. November, "Believe you can," and you're halfway there. Again, like this soft rose gold color, which is so pretty. All right, and then December says, "Live less out of habit and more out of intent." All right, again, I just love the look of this planner. Okay, so let me just show you December. I kind of did that backwards. Normally, like, you would show like the dividers towards the end, but anyway, I showed you all the dividers, and this is what it looks like on the inside. The monthly spread looks like this. Again, it's from 2018, and so it's a nice clean. It doesn't have the shading here, so I really like that for the monthly. And then for the weekly pages, it has like December and then these numbers, and then it's the typical 3-box layout, but it has like the scalloped edge. And Saturday and Sunday here, it's one of like the older styles for the Happy Planner where it has the shading. But for my work planner, that actually doesn't matter to me. Normally I just don't work Saturdays and Sundays for work. I might be doing stuff at home, like in terms of grading and things like that, but I'm not actually going into the office, so that's totally fine for me to have that shading. It helps me to separate work from the rest of my week. And so that's kind of what it looks like, and it's like that pretty much throughout the month, right? And then the back page, which I just will never use, but I do want to show you. This is the notes page. I guess I should go back one. The currently page here has like the monthly calendar. And again, I never use this page, so it pretty much will not matter that this is outdated. But right here it says currently, loving, planning, making, celebrating, eating, going, pinning, dreaming, feeling, listening, make it happen. And then a list of holidays, December birthdays, dreams and plans. And then that floral design is on every currently page for this planner. And again, I just don't use this page. So it's just kind of a placeholder for the back. All right, and then again, here is the notes page, which is super cute. I wish I had like a whole package of paper like this. So that's it. Now, the very first step for me, again, to get this kind of set up is to switch it around so that way it goes from August to July instead of from January to December. So what I'm going to do is go to where August starts, right here. I'm going to start pulling out pages. So tip for you, if you're trying to like rearrange and like move pages out of a disc-bound system, is to take the pages and pull them starting from the top towards you and just yank them off the discs. That way you won't rip it if you pull towards you, but if you're like yanking them out this way, you could mess them up. So just be careful how you kind of like get these pages off. Right, so I'm moving August through December, so it's just the last 5 months here, and what I'm going to do is very simply move them to the front. Now this works because it is outdated, and so, you know, there's going to be redating that occurs for the entire planner, so it's totally fine. And I'm just gonna stick them back in here at the front. Okay, and so now it goes from August to December, and then it jumps into January. All right, so then the next thing that I need to decide is, and I'm going to do this probably as a separate video. I've had a couple of people ask me about redating and how I redate. One of the things that I would ask you or like encourage you to do is actually take a look at how the pages are set up and whether it would make sense for you to redate in a number of different ways, like whether you want to just kind of change the month or whether you'd rather change the dates themselves. So let me show you what this looks like here in the monthly. So for me, this is really cute. I wouldn't want to change the divider because then I would basically be whiting out this August part and losing like that super cool font or handwriting right here, the hand lettering here. And so I would want to keep this as the August divider. All right, so that's the first decision. The second decision is looking on these pages. In looking at these pages, I would be totally fine in trying to rearrange them and get the colors to, the dates to match up and like have like the pages, the weekly pages be moved from somewhere else. But again, I would be losing some of this like the hand lettering that's up here. And so I don't know if I want to do that. So it might be something where I take a look and see if there's like weeks that I can kind of like mix and match and get that going. And again, I'll do that in a separate video, I think. But for the time being, let me just go ahead and set up the rest of the sections that I need to get in here. And then I gotta sit and think about like the redating part of it, whether I want to do that one way or the other way or some other third way that I haven't decided yet. So first things first, all 12 months of the academic year are in here. Second thing is, this is like super outdated, right? So I meant to do this first, but you know, I just got caught up in like showing you the dividers and stuff. One of the things that I want to do is be able to change this. Now I would love to use this cover, so I might eventually cut out a piece of vinyl and like put my name on it or something and just like cover up the date here. But for the time being, what I'm going to do is actually flip the covers inside out. And so again, what I do is pull it towards me, and I'll flip it to the back, pull this towards me. Now this is the front and this is the back, but what I do is just flip-flop them. So now this will be the front and this will be the back, right? So let me turn it over, and I just plop it right on the discs, turn it around. All right, and then we are good to go. Now I love this. Then cover's done. These discs are the white plastic discs, by the way. I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I think I'm just going to leave them for this academic year and just use those. I was actually thinking about trying to purchase the white metal discs, but I haven't seen them in stores yet. And so if I can find it in Joann's and have the funds to purchase it, I might move to the white metal discs. But for the time being, the white plastic discs look just as nice. And my goal is just to leave this planner at work and not try to cart it back and forth every day. And so it'll come home maybe like once a week or once every other week, but it will mostly stay in the office. And so that's it. Now again, 12 months are set in here. So what I'm going to do is flip all the way to the very back here. Right, I'm going to add a couple of sections in here. Right, so actually I should go to the very front. Right, very front here. So I have my current work planner. This is the one I was using in July. I gotta make sure I'm not like showing anything like potentially like student oriented, but I went ahead and we do get sent our like university wide, like overall, like here are the dates, the closures for the school, and like major events that are happening. So I went ahead and printed those out, and I'm going to stick them right here in the front. These will eventually be transferred, I think, to the monthly pages, but again, like that might be a very long video if I do that. So I'm going to leave that for these pages right here for the time being. And then now let's flip to the back. I have a couple of sections I want to add back here. The first one is this set of like checklists, right? I have a whole stack of like checklists in a divider from like an old teacher planner that I have. It is just like a checklist, right? So I'm going to stick this right in here, right? And then it's just, these are just like random ones that I've collected over the years that don't even match this one, but what I'm going to do is stick these in here. Actually I might not need quite this many, so let me just stick like, it's like 6 or 7 pages. All right, so again, I might come back and set this up depending on time, whether I have enough time to set it up, but I have specific things that I use this classroom checklist for university life, so that will be something I kind of like fiddle with. Then the other thing that I want to be able to do is add in notes paper and some memory keeping pages. So I went ahead and pulled, again, just some random note paper. This is from the Dark Florals, I believe. I think that was the name of it, but it was the notes, the big notes. And so I have a whole section of this. And I just grabbed like, feels like maybe like 15 or 20 sheets. I'm just gonna put them in